Good day, Whitefish. I'm Mayor John Mulfeld, and I just needed a couple minutes of your time. Today, I'm asking that you take bold action as we face this unprecedented pandemic affecting the Flathead Valley, our nation, and the world. These are indeed crazy and very unfamiliar times for all of us. I am empathetic to everyone's unique situation, knowing many families and businesses are under enormous stress during this rapidly changing crisis. Whitefish is a very special community. We really care about each other here, demonstrated time and time again. Folks, the COVID-19 crisis is only going to get worse. As a community, we need to do anything and everything we can to protect not only ourselves, but those most vulnerable, including the elderly, our healthcare workers, hospital staff, emergency responders, and of course our children. A failure to do so will only compromise the health of these community members. Shelter in place is a term we've heard a lot. Right now, the city is not going to mandate shelter in place, but you need to pay attention to what shelter in place actually means. It's an emergency situation term to stay where you are until given an all clear. For this pandemic crisis, it is being used to guide people to stay at home to prevent the spread of COVID-19. So let's break it down to see how we can take the very best care right now during the very worst of times. We know staying at home, washing hands often, and keeping an absolute minimum 6-foot distance for necessary interactions are the 3 keys to reducing the spread. We also know that we live in a beautiful remote area with access to public lands, and enjoying them and recreating on them is part of what we do in Whitefish. Shelter in place does not mean you can't go outside. So how can we use the important stay-at-home guideline and get out and exercise or play with your kids safely? Taking a drive, riding your bike, and going on a hike are all permissible activities for the stay-at-home guideline. If you go with people you live with, or 1 or 2 friends that agree to keep the safe minimum 6-foot distance, please drive separately or ride bikes to trailheads. Respect the closures of playgrounds and other areas where people gather at our city parks and schools. Please, whether you're at the city's dog park, skate park, an open area, or trail, maintain a safe distance from other users. We are hearing of mass groups gathering at the skate park and other public spaces. Parents, please reiterate to your children the minimum 6-foot rule. Be extra cautious. We need to reduce potential accidents that would add extra stress on our first responders and our medical professionals. Stick to activities in areas within your wheelhouse and physical capabilities, and just try and take it easy. Avoid places and times of high use. Avoid being part of large crowds at hot spots by spreading out to less popular areas or going at off-peak times. To my high school friends, please be smart. Don't plan parties, don't congregate in groups, do the right thing and set the example for your peers. Pack it out. With limited staff and services in many of our protected areas, trash and recycling may not be emptied as often or even at all. So please help by preparing to pack out what you pack in. To find more information on these practices, please visit leavenotrace.org. It is also recommended we limit necessary activities like grocery shopping to once a week. We have over 40 restaurants in town that desperately need your help. Consider ordering takeout once a week to help our businesses and of course our service workers. Please utilize digital services such as FaceTime or Zoom to have virtual dinner with friends instead of having them over. Please heed these precautions. A heartfelt thanks to all those showing up every day to provide essential services such as, but certainly not limited to, grocery stores, gas stations, hospitals, and emergency services. Today, I am asking for your bold action in doing all we possibly can to support the health of our community. And I know you will rise to the occasion as you always do. We can do this, Whitefish. We are all in this together, and I will circle back with you when new information becomes available or the situation changes. Be safe, stay well, and take care of one another. We will get through this.